Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA Classroom. Now let's start today's video tutorial. Today we will try to discuss risks of a portfolio. In previous classes we have discussed one risks of a single asset. Now today we will start risks of a portfolio. We know that what is portfolio? Portfolio is the combinations of assets. That is the portfolio. And efficient portfolio, a portfolio that maximizes return for a given level of risks. That is the efficient portfolio. So new investment must be considered in the light of their impact on the risk and return of an investor's portfolio of an asset. The financial manager's goal is to create an efficient portfolio, one that provides the maximum return for a given level of risk. We therefore need a way to measure the return that the standard deviation of a portfolio asset. So, efficient portfolio which maximize the return with a given level of risk, or you can call it the minimum risk, maximum return, that is efficient portfolio. So therefore we have to determine the risk of a portfolio. That means we have to determine the standard deviation of a portfolio asset. As part of that analysis, we will look at the statistical concept of correlation, which underlines the process of diversification that is used to develop an efficient portfolio. Correlation, a statistical measure of the relationship between any two series of numbers. Correlation, relate with one another, is a statistical measure of relationship between any two series of numbers. The numbers may represent data of any kind, from returns to test scores. If two series tend to vary in the same direction, they are positively correlated. That means if the two series tend to vary in the same direction, that is the positively correlated. So here we are seeing that if asset N goes in this way, also asset M goes in this way. That means goes positively correlated, that means same direction, that is the positively correlated. After that, if the series vary in opposite directions, they are negatively correlated. If these two series tend to opposite directions, then that is the negatively correlated. So here we see N asset goes in this way and M asset goes opposite of this way. So that is the perfectly negatively correlated, and this is the perfectly positively correlated. Whenever this correlation coefficient is +1 to -1, then the degree of correlation is measured by the correlation coefficient, and these correlations, the degree of correlation is measured by the correlation coefficient, which range from +1, that is perfectly positive correlated, series to -1 for perfectly negatively correlated series. So here we are seeing these the perfectly positively correlated and perfectly negatively correlated examples how it can be. So now here we were seeing that correlations, that means the relationship between two series of numbers or two things or two assets relationship. It is two types: positively correlated, negatively correlated. If the degree of measurement of this correlation is called correlation coefficient. If this relationship is one, that means perfectly positive related, then we call it perfectly positive correlated. If this relationship has the negatively and with the value of 1, then we will describe it as a perfectly negative correlated. Describe two negatively correlated series that have a correlation coefficient of -1 and another is correlation coefficient is +1. Describe two positively correlated series that have a correlation coefficient +1. Then diversification. The concept of correlation is essential to developing an efficient portfolio. To reduce overall risks, it is best to diversify by combining or adding to the portfolio. So it is clear that if we try to diversify risks, we had to add assets to our portfolio, then we can diversify or reduce our risks. So if the assets correlations are negative or near about 1, then it is helpful to combining assets very well and try to reduce risks more. Assets that have the lowest possible correlation, combining assets that have a low correlation with each other can reduce overall variability of a portfolio's return. So here as an example we will see, here as a specific asset F and a specific asset G. These two assets return are in this way, in this way, in this way, specific assets returns. But whenever these two assets create a portfolio, then it is diversify risks. That means a return are more accurate, more near about the our average value. So combining negatively correlated assets to reduce or diversify risks. So these two assets are negatively correlated. Here it starts from in this way, or here it starts from in this way. Now if we combine these two assets, the risks are reduces. This all about today. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.